Happiness is where you are now, or nowhere at all. It's not a new relationship. It's not a new job. It's not a completed goal, and it's not even a new car. Until you give up the idea that happiness is somewhere else, it will never be where you are now. I'm goal driven. I consider myself driven. And I, still to this day, sometimes have that mentality of once I have this, then I will be that. But after I read this, it made me pause. Why am I waiting? Why am I placing my happiness on something that I don't have? Once I have it, what's the reason why I will be now suddenly happy? And for me, it goes back to the idea of gratitude and appreciating and living in the moment that you have now. The moment that you're in right now is all you got. So say you're chasing a goal of getting a new car. Say you're chasing a goal of getting a new job. Say you're chasing a goal of a new relationship, a new something. Why is that taking away from the present moment? You're chasing it, you don't have it, but once you have it, you say you're going to be happier. Why aren't you already happy? There's a million different reasons. You could probably answer that yourself. Of course, you don't have a new car, you don't have a new job, the job sucks, the relationship sucks, everything sucks. Valid. But you're holding on to this idea that once you have something, then you will be. And that's taking away from the moment that you're living in. This quote, or this idea also by Gary Vee, at least this is where I heard of it, is to love the process. And what does that mean, at least for me? Well, it's the process itself that you should be chasing. The process of getting a new car, the process of getting a new job, the process of finding that perfect relationship for you. You don't want to look back and think of that process as the worst thing you endured or the entire time you weren't happy. At least for me, I want to look back at my processes and my journey to my goals and think I was happy doing it. And that just goes back to the idea of gratitude. Be grateful for everything that you currently have, even if it's not where you want to be. Because again, this idea that if you don't have something, then you can't be happy is taking away from the most beautiful moments in life. I mean, I'm just sitting here in the car before I get into the gym. I have chest today. I'm trying to hit a chest PR. Even if I don't get it, that's not going to take away from at least me acknowledging that I'm trying and that every step of the way is what I'm chasing. What I'm learning through my process and through my endeavors to reach my goal is exactly what I'm chasing. It's that discipline. It's that the appreciativeness of how hard it is. Yes, it's hard. We're struggling. But you have to be okay with it. Because the moment that you're in now is all you got. The bar always moves. And as soon as you reach that, the brain moves the target. Again, in the gym, I'm shooting for a bench PR. I want to hit 315 again. I want to hit 335. I want to hit whatever. The moment I hit 315 again, for the first time in years, my brain is going to think, okay, now it's 330. Now it's 345. Now it's 360. Chasing is a part of growth. But depending on the chase for happiness will wreck you. And I'm reading some notes. I'll read it again. Chasing is part of growth, but depending on the chase for happiness will wreck you. If you're depending on the chase for that new PR, and you don't have it, and you keep failing, it's going to wreck you. But if you shift your mindset into thinking, this process is exactly where I need to be, I am enjoying the process, I'm finding ways to be grateful for the process, then oh my gosh, you will probably hit 405. Not actually. You might. If you hit 405 after this, please comment down below. I'll take credit. JK. But it's now. It's the process. It's being in the process that you should be chasing, that you should be loving, that you should be enjoying. Placing your happiness elsewhere is going to destroy you, because then you're constantly reminded of what you don't have. Another quote from a Jay Shetty podcast, I believe it was Jay Shetty and Big Sean, not Jay Sean, but it's this idea of wanting something, right? You want a new PR, you want a new car, you want a new job, you want a new relationship. The more and more you want something, it's just acknowledging the lack of it. Of course, we all want things. I want a new car. I want a new, gym PR. I want a new lifestyle. I want a new everything. Not actually. I'm very content with where I'm at, and that's the point, right? It's hard for me to say this because I am enjoying and I'm happy with where I'm at. But wanting something is just acknowledging the lack of it. And the more and more you acknowledge the lack of something that you don't have, what does that do to you? That wrecks you. That wrecks your brain. That drags you down. That's just telling you, reminding you that you don't have it, and you're placing your happiness there, so you don't have it, you feel down about it, and you think once you have it, you'll be happy, so because you don't have it, you're not happy. Why? There is so much around us to be grateful for. And again, I am not taking away from anything that anybody is going through. Everything is so valid. Your experiences and your stresses and your anxieties and your wants, your needs, your goals are all valid. They're all a part of what makes you. But for me, with my goals, with what I want, my stress, my anxiety, what helps me get through it is acknowledging that this is where I need to be. And I need to find ways to be happy about it, because this is all I got. I'm not going to place my happiness on a new gym PR. I'm not going to place my happiness on my dream car. Will I truly work towards it? Absolutely. Is it going to help me if I think once I have it, then I'll be happy? Not for me. What helps me? I'm happy doing it. I'm happy working towards it. And yes, you're going to have bad days. You're going to have bad weeks. You're going to have bad months and maybe bad years. But the moment is now. And it's what you choose to do with the moment that will really set you apart from everybody else saying, oh, I have a goal and I'm trying and I'm not there yet and it sucks. That's valid. But where is that getting you? Enjoy the process. Love the process. And I need to clarify that this is a mindset shift, and it's not settling. It's not saying, okay, I don't have that gym PR, but that's fine. You need to have that drive. You need to have that mentality that, no, I want to still chase my goals. I want to hit that PR. I want to hit 315, 405 on bench, 600 deadlift, 500 squat. That is me. I want that. It is not settling. It's not about giving up on your goals, but it's about feeling fulfilled on the way to them. Placing your happiness in the moment. I mean, think about it. If you're happy in the moment, At least for me, shit just gets so much easier. I'm able to receive things better. I have more energy. And it's not easy. It's not easy to sit there and after, I'll probably fail a PR in here. And it's not easy to sit there and think, well, it's okay. All sunshine and rainbows. Like, no, beat yourself up over it. Acknowledge that maybe there's more work to do. There is always more work to do. But don't place your happiness on that PR. Don't place your happiness on that new car, that new job, that new whatever. Don't place your happiness there because you'll always be chasing it. Like I said, once I hit a PR, I'm going to be chasing the next one. Once I hit that PR, I'm going to be chasing the next one. And if I just keep placing my happiness on those things, it's a moving goalpost that I'm never going to reach. And when you look back at that, and once you hit that threshold and you can no longer keep going, you're going to look back at that process and think that was useless because you weren't happy throughout any of it, or at least you didn't find reasons to be happy. You have to learn to love the process. You can want more and still love what you have. It's not either or. I'll read that again. You can always want more and still love what you have. And as simple and as easy as that sounds, it's hard. It's hard for me. I get it. I wake up in a fully furnished townhouse with a loving partner, with great animals, with everything that I've ever wanted. And some days I still think I need more. I have fallen victim to that. But it's this mindset shift that helps me get through those times. It's not easy to just sit there, wake up, and be grateful. But it's important. Because, again, this moment is all you have. And when you look back at those moments that you're truly struggling, that you truly feel like you need help, that you need something else, you already have so much. Again, not taking away from anything in any situation that anybody's in. But for me, what's helped me through, my lowest moments is recognizing that this process, this moment is all I have. And what I decide to do with this moment is going to dictate where I'll be the next time I sit there with my thoughts. Every decision you've made, every, thought, every action has ultimately led you to where you are today. And I truly believe that, for myself included. For good, for bad, for the best, for the worst. It's taking accountability and recognizing everything that you've done has led you to where you are now. Now, in certain situations, yes, you get fired from a job, and you no longer have a job. That's not a result of, what you did. It might be, but it's what you do with that moment. You can sit there and think the world is against you. You could sit there and think, you could think anything. You could think negative about it, and you can decide to go down that route. Again, placing your happiness on the next job that you're going to have, the next car that you're going to have, the next place you're going to live in. But it's this idea that you're placing your happiness elsewhere because of something else. If you get let go from a job, you can decide what you do with your day. You can decide to sulk in that, or you can decide to pick yourself up and move forward. And so I think this idea truly of recognizing that happiness is now or nowhere at all. You have to let go of this idea that once you achieve something, then you will be happy. And it's not settling. I want to become a full-time content creator. And yes, I have placed my happiness on that so many times. I have placed my happiness on seeing my friends, full-time content creators, saying, once I have all that, oh my gosh, I will be 100%, I will be so much better off. And yes, it's good to think about all the opportunities and all the great things that'll come with you achieving your goals. But again, for me, it's about loving the process. It's about enjoying the process. And hey, if you love the process, if you love what you do, to try and get to your goals, you'll constantly feel exactly what you're chasing for, what you're reaching for on a day-to-day basis. I mean, even me sitting here talking to this camera right now, I love this so much because I know, regardless if this video blows up, regardless if I become a full-time content creator tomorrow or in a few years, that this is exactly where I want to be and what I want to be doing. And this is going to keep me going for days, weeks, years, months on end, versus if I were to just pick up the camera, make another video and say, gosh, I hope this one goes viral, or else I don't know what I'm going to do. Love the process and love where you're at. Find reasons to be grateful and find reasons to be happy, because we all got them. We all do. And if you're watching this video, whether it be on a phone, on a TV, on somewhere where you just have access to internet and you're able to see it, there's a reason to be grateful. So ask yourself, what am I waiting for to let me be happy? If you're grinding through something right now, I feel you. I'm grinding through it as well. But don't miss the moments along the way that you can appreciate. Wherever you are today, you've already got it. And don't forget to live in it. GG's.